The 1982 film Star Trek II The Wrath of Khan, this is quite the improvement over the original. There is so much that I enjoy about this, and even more than 40 years later, this still holds up pretty well in my opinion. The story of this movie is about Khan, who escapes his 15-year exile to get revenge on Captain Kirk. In order to do that, Khan is looking to acquire and use the Genesis weapon, so it's up to Captain Kirk and his crew to stop him once and for all. Yeah, considering just how disappointing the first film was, this is a nice improvement. I like the acting, I like the character development, and even Khan himself is an interesting villain. Plus the themes of friendship, revenge, agent immortality, and the consequences of past actions resonates profoundly all throughout the narrative. Captain Kirk himself, he's going through a midlife crisis in the beginning of the movie. He's getting older, and that is just so relatable, which made me all the more interested in his character. Not saying I didn't care for him in the original film, but here it feels all the more engaging because it's such an interesting subject matter that the filmmakers had put in the story. Overall, this is such an entertaining piece of cinema, and even a few decades later, it is still worth the time in my opinion. I have to say, while I was heavily invested in the first film despite its issues, this is much better. A lot of people can resonate with Captain Kirk. William Shatner, he is the definition of the character. And I can say the exact same thing for the late Leonard Nimoy. Spock, definitely another highlight in this. Like, even if he sacrifices his life at the end, I got a little bit emotional because I didn't expect it. Sacrifices himself to save the Enterprise just because of how deranged Khan is. Speaking of which, I thought that Khan was such a standout villain. The late Ricardo Montalban, he did such a fantastic job. This guy, he hates Captain Kirk, and while I haven't seen the space seed that his backstory is based on, I am planning on checking it out so I can understand why Khan hates Kirk so much. But he has so much hatred and rage, it ultimately costs him at the end, and he is a memorable villain. And another character I wanted to mention was Saavik. I thought that the late Christy Allen, she did such a great job in the role. It is unfortunate she didn't return for any of the sequels, but you know, that's Star Trek. Some characters don't show up after one installment, and even though I haven't seen any of the later movies as of yet, I know that characters, they come and go, and that's how the franchise is. There's a lot of memorable moments peppered throughout the narrative. I like the visuals, the music done by James Horner. There is so many great things about this film. It's less serious than the first, and I really did appreciate that. There are some funny moments, and even there were some intense moments as well. And I'm looking forward to checking out the other movies. And this is just a better film in so many ways that I had talked about before. I'm giving this film a 8 out of 10. Yeah, I could definitely see myself rewatching this again one day because it's so compelling. And even though I have heard that Spock does return in the next installment, I don't mind it because he is an iconic character. Nonetheless, don't know what else to say about this cult classic, but I am glad I got into this franchise and I'm looking forward to checking out the other films. And that's my review of Star Trek II The Wrath of Khan. Alright, leave your comments down below in the section and let me know what you think about this movie. Okay, this is Slum Guy 172 saying peace out.